Hey everybody, my name is Brandon Scott and welcome to the Fandom Pastor, which can be found on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, or podcast. The Fandom Pastor is for all of us who love our fandoms and our faith. Fandoms are anything that somebody has a deep love for. Harry Potter, Broadway musicals, cult films, to name just a few. Join the Fandom Pastor as we see how God is connected to it all. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Hey, all, this is Pastor Brandon with our next episode of the Fandom Pastor. This week, we continue our series on the Rogue Gallery, the bad guys of the Batman comic series. This character that we'll be talking about today, and the clue from last time, this character is several hundred years old and has also deduced Batman's secret identity, just like last time. The character is, and this is already a point of contention actually, how to pronounce this character's name. It's either Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul. This is actually a point of discussion both within the animated and live action appearances of the character, as well as within the comic books when it comes to the creators and the artists and all the different people who are involved in that. So Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, there's not a 100% right answer to this. But what has been confirmed is this character's first appearance is in Batman number 232's Daughter of the Demon in June of 1971. He was actually originally designed to be the Professor Moriarty to Batman. He's the catalyst, just like Professor Moriarty is to Sherlock Holmes. Ra's al Ghul is supposed to be to the Batman. Both very intelligent, both more than prepared to do what is necessary to do whatever their particular feelings are. The problem is that Ra's, or Ra's, is a little bit too extreme. He goes too far. So if you don't know, his goal in most of the incarnations are to basically rid the world of evil. And he's willing to do whatever is necessary to do just that. And in fact, wants Batman to become his protege, to follow through with his plan once Ra's is dead, which of course, again, he is several hundred years old already and has access to what are called Lazarus pits, which bring him back from the edge of death. But again, Ra's is very extremist on whatever he's doing, and so we look to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verses 16 to 18. Do not be over-righteous, neither be over-wise. Why destroy yourself? Do not be over-wicked, and do not be a fool. Why die before your time? It is good to grasp the one and not let go of the other. Whoever fears God will avoid all extremes. You see, ridding the world of evil, to have peace, is not a bad thing. Absolutely not a bad thing. However, to go so far as to kill people, to wipe out a pretty significant portion of humanity to achieve those goals is wrong. That is where Batman and Ra's actually go head to head. Batman has no problem, obviously, with seeking justice, with seeking peace for the world, for bringing about goodness into the world. And yes, he gets rough. Let's not mince words here at all. Batman is pretty rough. He can be pretty extreme too. But in the comic books, he's very intentional about never killing. Maiming, yes. Being pretty rough again, sure. But he does not kill. And so that's where he and Ra's butt heads, and that's where God and Ra's butt heads. God says don't go to extremes. And so we have to do the same thing. We have to not be so over-righteous, to not be so quick to judge everyone else. We all are flawed. We all know that we're sinners. And so we cannot be over righteous. We cannot go to the extreme and look like the Pharisees and Sadducees who are so quick to say, well, these are the laws, these are the rules, and there is no wiggle room. Now, obviously, there are certain things that there are not wiggle room in, but I actually had a sermon on Sunday where I spoke about the difference between biblical and Christ-like. And that's where the difference lies. We have to be Christ-like and not biblical. We have to not be over-righteous. You see, Jesus was far more about love and compassion than he was about following the laws and following the rules. And that's where we need to step in. That's where we need to correct ourselves. So don't be like Ra's al Ghul and going to extremes, not having any desire to have any sort of wiggle room, not having any desire to give people the benefit of the doubt, and instead seek love and compassion. So here's our clue for next time. Of course, we're continuing our series on the Rogue Gallery, the bad guys of the Batman comic series. And in this character's first appearance, they were actually known as Mr. Zero. So thanks, God bless, and hope to catch you next time.